5 seconds to go. Start. My dear fellow citizens, Namaskar, Johar. I convey my greetings to the people of India on the occasion of Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. We are commencing the year-long celebration of the 150th birth anniversary of Dharti Aba Bhagwan Birsa Munda. On behalf of all the fellow citizens, I pay my respectful homage to the sacred memory of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. I observe a new consciousness being spread across the country for tribal pride and the ideals of the Constitution. This consciousness is being transformed into action. This spirit will become the foundation of the bright future of the entire country, including the tribal society. 2 years ago, I had the privilege of visiting Bhagwan Birsa Munda's village Ulihatu in Jharkhand and offering floral tribute to his statue. Last year, on the occasion of Janjatiya Gaurav Divas, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji also visited Ulihatu and sought the blessings of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. That was the first visit of any Prime Minister to Ulihatu. This made the people of the tribal society very happy. On the same day, PM Janjati Adivasi Nyay Ma Abhiyan, that is PM Janman, was launched from Jharkhand. Dear fellow citizens, since the 18th century, the tribal society had waged organized revolt against the injustices of the British rule. Along with the brave brothers Siddhu Kahnu and Chand Bhairav, who led the Senthal Hool in the year 1855, the brave sisters Phulo Jhano also showed extraordinary courage. When I was the governor of Jharkhand, I had the privilege of visiting the village Uri Mari and unveiling the statue of the great heroes Siddhu Kanhu. Since the year 2021, the Government of India had started the tradition of celebrating Janjatiya Gaurav Divas every year on 15th November on the occasion of the birth anniversary of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. No praise is too high for this decision to express respect for the tribal communities. Many steps are being taken to make the people aware of the glorious contribution of the tribal communities. Museums are being built in various parts of the country in memory of tribal heroes. The Museum of Bhagwan Birsa Munda in Ranchi has become a site of pilgrimage. A museum named Janjatiya Darpan has also been developed in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Dear fellow citizens, I grew up listening to the stories of many tribal heroes from Tilka Manjhi and Bhagwan Birsa Munda to Lakshman Nayak. But people in general did not know much about those great heroes. Due to the efforts of the government, people have now become well acquainted with the stories of tribal freedom fighters. For ages, people of tribal society have been enriching the civilization and culture of our country. The eternal life values of our society are visible in the story of Ramayana. During his long exile, Prabhu Shri Ram lived with the people of the tribal society like one of them. Prabhu Shri Ram adopted the forest dwellers and the forest dwellers adopted Prabhu Shri Ram. This spirit of affinity and harmony found in the tribal society is the basis of our culture and civilization. Dear fellow citizens, I am happy to share that I also contributed to the efforts to include the tribal language Santhali in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. This was made possible during the tenure of respected Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Even after several decades of independence, most of the people of the tribal communities led their lives with a lot of difficulties due to lack of their own houses and basic facilities like electricity, water and roads. In case of illness, the burden of medical expenses made their life even more difficult. The path to development was also not easy for them. The people belonging to the tribal communities make very beautiful products as they have centuries old art heritage. There were some laws which banned certain enterprises of the tribal people. Also, lack of information and facilities about marketing their products was an obstacle. Thus, due to the lack of basic needs like housing, transport, medical care, education, and employment, those people remained away from the mainstream of development. But now these facilities are being provided to them. Their standard of living has improved. Along with this, opportunities for economic development are also increasing for them. The present government is taking forward the journey of tribal development and welfare at a fast pace. Many campaigns and programs are being implemented on a large scale. Special measures have been taken to provide all facilities to the tribal people in all national programs of development and welfare. Apart from this, special schemes are being implemented for the benefit of the tribal communities. The people of about 750 tribal groups of the country hold a special place for us. Among these, the number of PVTG groups is 75. They live in different regions of the country.